Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the Gerbil, and it's been a while, but this is my January 5th GAC 3v3, and I'm happy to be alive. Yeah, I've been dealing with an excessively bad COVID encounter. Nothing that landed me in the hospital, but it just laid me down for well over a week, about 10 days actually. High fever, like 103, almost 104 at some point. But I'm getting better. I feel like every day is about 1% better. Anyway, I failed to start the recording on this on time, so we missed the intro there, but our little Jawa friends did what Jawas do. We did lose one, but hey, we held on. This was kind of a challenging GAC, and there's some good battles in here. Slicker is gonna poke Jabba till he rolls over and goes, right? So we actually beat Jabba with Slicker, which is a lot of fun. Adkbar here is gonna get himself full banners versus Fennec Shan. Not that this is unexpected, but it was kind of nice nonetheless, because Fennec is such an awesome bounty hunter. I don't know why you would put her on defense. I don't know, maybe they just didn't have anything better to do with these two Hutt cartel members here. I agree, I don't know what to do with my skiff guard. My opponent here, I walk for cows, that's his name. He and I both put Jabba on the front row with Chrysanthemum and Leia. We also both put CLS with 3PO and Chewpio. And we both put, I don't remember what the other one is, but another mirror same squad on the bottom. It was kind of interesting. So 3 of our squads on the bottom row are the same, both sides. This was the first time I encountered the auto revive Datacron. I have a couple of them myself, but it definitely caught my attention when I popped that little pig and he stood right back up. I was like, whoa, that's not supposed to happen. All right, here we go. I love this. I love this. Wedge with Relic 8 Han Solo. Did you see that? That was funny. Relic 5, 1 turn. Relic 5, 1 turn. Oh, poor little Bo-Katan survived for turn 2. So we actually just won that in 4 turns. That was nice. See, Wedge is so easy to forget, but Wedge gives Rebels, I believe, plus 40 or 30% offense. I'm not sure. So you mod your CLS for, or not CLS, but Han Solo for just insanely high offense, and then you get that bonus there. It's a great 5v5, not 5v5, but great conquest leader for all of the feats that say win without any Jedi, Sith, or unaligned force users. You just throw in Wedge instead of CLS, leaving Chewpio, 3PO, Han Solo, and Chewie there. And in most of my experiences, that squad will beat anything if you have the right data discs, of course. Not anything, but any of those feats that require, the no Jedi or aligned. And this one kind of threw me for a loop here, because I checked the speeds going into this, and my R2-D2 was 25 speed faster than anyone on his team, and yet I walked for cows. My opponent's R2 went before me. In fact, his whole team went before me. So there's probably something in BB-8's kit that gives resistance speed. I don't know. I gotta go read it. I have not read BB-8's kit, I think, since BB-8 came out. My BB-8 is still like pathetically low in gear. If I sound a little hoarse or scruffy, please forgive me. That is still the lingering effects of my COVID encounter. I was diagnosed positive on December 13th or 14th? So we're looking at 3 weeks now. And wow, am I still easily winded. I went for about a mile-long walk today, which is not long. And I was exhausted. I mean, I do like 5 flights of stairs, and I'm just like, whoa, laid down, I feel like. So if you hear me cough or anything, just please forgive me in advance. Malak, God, I hate Malak. I really just hate Malak. I hate fighting Malak. I hate using Malak. Because every time I go up against a Malak, he's just like insanely hard for the most part. Every time I play Malak, he just gets slaughtered like that. Now, I know that CLS and Chewpio and 3PO have a lot of debuffs, which they did, but my Malak has tenacity, like high tenacity. He's all modded for tenacity, and I even put a tenacity datacron on him, so like 40% extra tenacity. So he had to be rocking like 190, 200% tenacity, and of course, stunned into oblivion. I lose more matches because of Malak than anything, and maybe that was a bad matchup, but when I take my entire CLS squad, which has Relic 8 Han Solo, and I have amazing mods, you can actually look at my whole roster at SWGOH.gg down below. There's a link in the description. I'm going to start putting that link on every video for people who want to see my mods and stuff. But I have amazing Rebel mods on that squad. And every time I play against Malak, and it doesn't matter how well he's modded or whatever, it's like a gamble. Like I can knock out Darth Revan, Bastila, HK, or whoever is there, Marauder. I can take them all out, and I can have 5v1 and lose. And I'm just like, what? Like how? How does their Malak always seem to crush me, and my Malak always says I'm on vacation? I don't know. It's almost like it's hard-coded into my account. Now that was not too unexpected there. GAS has a hard time against CLS, but I was hopeful. Didn't happen. So this one looks like an unlikely mop-up. I mean, Greedo, Cad Bane, probably two of the lesser decent, or two of the worst bounty hunters, but they have their places. See, Cad Bane has a stun. Greedo has turn removal and stun. And of course, well, Bando is Bando. I don't know what he does. All right, ship action time. Here we go. Let's get some ships going. So I am a strong advocate, as you may know, of Profundity without Han's Millennium Falcon. It is high on my wish list to relic up Kanan, and who else is in that ship? I think it's Chopper. I always forget. It is high on my to-do list, wish list, but right now actually I'm relicking Bo-Katan. I'm 2 relic levels away, and then I will unlock Jedi Master Luke for my 5th GL. And then after that, I am relicking Tebow to 7. Yep, you heard that right. And Scout to 7. Why? I'm doing it for my guild because I love teamwork. We need Relic 7, Tebow, and Scout for Territory Battle 3. So don't get me going on Territory Battle 3. I actually am fundamentally very disappointed with it as an event. We're doing it. We're doing it every month, twice a month, but it really bums me out. So anyway, no Han's Millennium Falcon, instead Ghost. See, Ghost is nowhere near as good as Han's Millennium Falcon, period. End of story, end of discussion. And if I was in a mirror match, I probably would not do this. I would keep Han's Millennium Falcon. And if I'm up against Executor, it really is going to kind of depend on the gear relic levels of the opposing fleet. I can consistently beat Executor without the Falcon, but the Falcon is just super helpful because of the passive cleansing. Really, that's what it is. It's when your allied ships get 3 debuffs, Falcon cleanses it. And of course, Falcon has, you know, the assist on basic, and every assist grants you 1% download. But see, the Ghost gives you a lot of assists also. I mean, its first special calls target ally to assist plus 2 other rebels. So if you have reinforcements, they're great. But I also don't believe in reinforcements. So if you play it right, and it's not always intuitive, like honestly, in a mirror match, for example, 7 out of 10 turns, Profundity just wants to basic. Seriously, basic. It gives you 10% download, which is good, but also gives target ally 100% turn meter or bonus turn, even though you can't manipulate turn meter. Yeah, it's kind of cool stuff. So I save Han's Millennium Falcon for my Rebel Home 1, and you saw that opening right there. See, look at that. I don't know why people put double tanks with Home 1. That just makes no damn sense. You see, Biston needs to go first. Biston is fast. Biston is really fast. One of the fastest ships. He needs to go first so he can apply target lock on an enemy ship, which triggers bonus turn meter on one of your ships, and of course protection up on Biggs and taunt on Biggs. And when that happens, he can survive that opening volley from the enemy. Without it, no, dead, splat, squash, goodbye, roll over, and whatever you want to do. Thrawn versus Tarkin versus Thrawn. In my humble experience, Tarkin is the better ship in this event. Like every time I go like Chimeara versus Executrix, my Chimeara loses. Every time I go Tarkin or Executrix versus Chimeara, I win. So whether I'm attacking or defending, my experience is that Tarkin seems to be better. I also really like the Extinction Bomber plus the TIE Bomber starting lineup, because the TIE Bomber applies burning, and then the Extinction Bomber applies the bombs, and then you've got AoE on Tarkin, and then you've got an AoE on Ninth Sister. And between just the 4 of those, well, you saw what happened. They just kind of like mop. It's really nice. All right, here we go. Double Omi Darth Malgus versus Sith Eternal. I find that this is the most consistent counter for me. I don't know what else works. I have tried so many things. But what I do like about this is that he's got that tank revive Datacron again. It's the level 3 on the newest set, where whenever a Darkside tank, the first time a Darkside tank is defeated, they revive at 100% health. And whenever they use a basic... No, I'm thinking of something else. So they revive at 100% health, and there may be more to it. I don't know. But Sith Eternal, his Mega Zap prevents revives. Or maybe it's just a static ability. I don't remember, but he prevents revives in there. So we're going to Mega Zap him into Oblivion, and he's going to be so dumbstruck he forgets to get back up. It's kind of nice. Here we go. We got that ultimate charge there. And any minute, get some retribution. So zap on Revan. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pop goes the weasel. See, all 3 down. Datacron's worthless. Nice, huh? Nice. All right, here's the main event, right? Slicker versus Yoda. Yoda. Why did I say Yoda? I wanted Hermit Yoda in there. He was on defense. So we're going to poke Chrysanthemum in the nads. I mean, you can see where that blade goes. It's a really low blow on Slicker's side. I mean, it's just not... It's not right, you know? So why did I choose Slicker? A couple reasons. Primarily because he also prevents revives. And I don't remember what Datacron is up there. I'm going to look at it at some point in the fight because it does get my attention. Like, how many turns... Oh, I see they got Retribution. That's why. I was really confused when I battled. I was like, how many damn turns is Leia going to take right here? Did you see that? I think that was 7 consecutive attacks. Yep, there's the cough. Excuse me. Talking this long consecutively is kind of a challenge for me right now. All right, here we go. So we're going to poke Leia, stop distributing all those little bombs, and unexpectedly, she just evaporated. That was weird. I actually did not think that was going to happen, but I'm like, all right, sure, I'll take it. So then we're going to start doing some swipity swipes, and we're just going to kill Chrysanthemum here, right? We're going to pass some turnover. We're going to just hit him as hard as we can. And surprisingly, the dude is like not going down. And I'm starting to worry at this point, right? And then I see that red line, and I'm like, okay, so we're going to have to mop up Jabba is what I'm thinking, right? I'm like, we're going to lose, but we got rid of the tank. We got rid of the support. So I was like, we could do this. We can come in here with something and take down Jabba. I find, in my humble experience, when he's 1v anything, he struggles. But, you know, he seems to get a lot of holds at territory wars. So my experience may be unique. And it's looking pretty bad for me, right? And here I'm like, how the hell is he dodging so much? I'm like, what is going on? It's like perpetual dodge. But then I remembered his basic applies blind, which is so useful. So Hutt Cartel, Jabba the Hutt, that was nice. Hutt Cartel with Jabba, Chrysanthemum, Leia, Skando, and Boba Fett. Actually, that one squad can get you all 4 of the current Conquest Hard Tier 5 feats. I mean, they get them all. It's really nice. I didn't bother to look at the Datacron in this one. I wish I had. I hate Datacrons with a passion. I really do. They are so frustrating. Between Omicrons and Datacrons, it is rather challenging to keep track of everything. And it becomes a lot more... I mean, it's not a lot, right? But it becomes a lot more thinking and scheming and that little bit of reading. It's complicated in that you have to read the datacron, then evaluate the team and try to analyze how is it going to interact with them. It's not much on a team by team level, right? But when you have what do I have? 4, 8, 11, I think, teams on defense offense. Maybe it's more, I don't remember. It takes a lot of time. It becomes rather time consuming. And I don't like it. It also is just such a variable of luck, right? Do you get the roll you want or do you not? I just hate datacrons. Anyway, enough whining about that. So I was really shocked by the efficiency of that little Hux-led trio with the TIE Fighter Omicron. So then I thought, well, we'll go in here with Jedi, and I thought it would be way easier than that. Yoda died before I got a turn. Thank you, Savior from Revan. And we get to mark the TIE Fighter pilot and say piss off to that Omicron. So that was rather nice. So a thing about Omicrons, as I understand them, if the leader has an Omicron, when they die, the leader Omicron stays in effect until the team dies or the end of the match. If a support unit, non-leader, dies with an Omicron, the Omicron benefit evaporates with them. So once that TIE Fighter pilot is out of the picture, this just becomes a free win. And let's see, I forget, does he have the revived Datacron? Which I think is spectacularly good. Yep, he does. So I do have a level 9 with a 9th sister level 9. Basically, whenever I think it gives, whenever she uses a special, she applies fear on the enemy. Whenever she uses a basic, she gains 50% turn meter and applies another pretty nasty debuff. Can't recall what it was. Here we go. AoE time. Watch how fast Dash dies to this squad. I am baffled that this one took me down, and it was because the Datacron. There's just no way that Phasma here should have beaten this Dash Rendar. Oh man. See, it's like we're doing good, right? We're doing good, but no, we're gonna get trashed. What was I saying? I was talking about something. Can't remember. See, this is another lingering effect of COVID. I swear, I don't sleep well at all. I sleep so bad. Now, I know so many people got COVID and had such minor, even asymptomatic experiences, but it hit us particularly hard here in Shanghai when China decided to finally drop the zero COVID policy and allow the public to get affected. I kid you not, I think that we probably went from less than 600 cases in the city of 25 million people to probably 1 million cases in a few days. And then it's now speculated that after 3 weeks, over 14 million people in the city have contracted it. I don't think it's the same variant, despite what the news says. I don't think it's the same variant that most people get, because friend after friend of mine had really bad experiences with it. I mean, hauled up in bed for days and days and days. Couple friends of mine did go to the hospital. Thankfully, they're all okay. Well done, Ewoks. 57 banners, that's the way it should be, but that was also a pretty rubbish defense squad. I got no idea how that Kylo Ren was so... Oh, yeah. I do know how that Kylo Ren was so strong. Right there. Datacron. It's about that damn Datacron. Oh, so what I was talking about, my level 9, you should check it out at SWGOH.GG down below. So it's got the level 3 Tank Revive, 9th Sister. Then it's got the level 6 Inquisitors gain 100% potency and do all that other goody stuff. Cleanse every enemy every turn if they have Purge. And then it's got the level 9 9th Sister, like I said, where she gains bonus turn meter and applies fear on everybody. And then the secondary stats, it's got plus 90% defense, I think, 9th Sister, and then plus 40% health, 9th Sister. So between Patience, Grand Inquisitor's lead, her own, it's called Just a Scratch, I think, her unique, and then the Datacron, she honestly should be starting with a health protection pool of around 750 to 800,000. Like seriously, 750 to 800,000, and then she revives. So it's pretty nasty. I really do. I put all my Inquisitors on defense. So I got Grand Inquisitor. I will show all my defense at the end of this, so you can see like what I've got on defense. I don't know. My opponent hasn't played yet, so I'm waiting to see. But Grand Inquisitor lead with Ninth Sister, and I think I put second. No. I put fifth in there because Eighth Brother has the the AoE burning that just like destroys Jedi. And then the other squad, I put Fifth Brother lead with Seventh for the healing, and I think Second Sister for the damage. I think that's the way I did it. But I also have a level 9 Datacron there with the Seventh Sister, and it's pretty nice. I mean, it really is nice. Whenever she uses, I think the shock one, I don't remember what it does, but it's incredible. It's really incredible. Just go check it out. I can't wait to see how my Inquisitors do on defense here. All right, so we broke through back row. We're gonna full clear this. This is gonna be no problem, whatever. I love Royal Guard in 3v3 because you just stun everyone down like this, right? Here we go. Let's just go stun. Yep, see, look at that. Stun him over there. I mean, I think we just landed like 7 stuns in a row, pretty much. While I was talking before I said anything, it was like stun. But here we go. We're gonna have to stun him again. Here you go, stun. See, you don't need to take a turn. You don't need a turn. I forget if his special heals. I probably should have read it to try to recover some protection banners. But look at that. That was like 3 stuns right there. Ah, it's so fantastic, so glorious. All right, here we go. Bugs. So we're going to drop bugs with some troopers. The only issue is speed. Who's going to go first? But his bugs are low gear, so I'm not too worried about it. And troopers, of course, are fast, but in 3v3 they're a lot less fast, a lot slower. You don't have range trooper over there, which definitely makes a difference. But we're just going to go a punchy-wunchy, and down goes the Bug Lord, and another punchy-wunchy, and bugs go splat. Lovely. 57 banners. Good times. Good times. All right. Thrawn with Moff Gideon and Tarkin. Why? Well, first off, Iden here is really weak. So low gear. I'm not too worried about it. But the thinking is that we can fracture one of the two. Ideally, fracture Iden just to get her out of the battle. And then we've got an AoE, we've got, what is it? Tarkin has turn meter removal, we've got the armor shred on Gideon. So I was just kind of thinking at that low gear level, Tarkin's AoE should mop up pretty good. And it did. It was very effective. Very effective. And that's it. There's the win. Well, what I hope to be the win, 1987. I would have been 8 years old. So here's my defense. We got Hux on the top. We got Dooku with the perpetual reviving zombie. We got a Nute with damage immunity Jango. I did put Grievous there. And then there's the Fifth Brother with Second Sister and the level 9 Datacron. So here it is. So the Seventh Sister is going to grant a target ally bonus turns when she uses the intelligence. And then when she uses the other special on target enemy, it's going to put protection disruption on them. So they lose their protection, can't gain protection, and then it drops the cooldown of intelligence back to 0. So she'll do it again. She'll just basically cycle through the 2 of those. And then whenever an Inquisitor does damage to an enemy, they get blinded, right? So in 3v3, you're blinding every time you attack. You're blinding one of the enemies, and then she's going to perpetually ability block and then pass bonus turns. I mean, I think that squad is going to do some serious damage. All right, so we got the CLS Chewbacca, which is insanely good. There's my Grand Inquisitor with the level 9 Ninth Sister that I was talking about. Yeah, so 90% defense, 42% health, auto revive, 100% potency, And then whenever she uses a special ability, the level 9, she will inflict fear for 1 turn on that enemy. So I think like her AoE will inflict fear on all of the enemies. I could be wrong on that, but that's just going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. Oh, pardon my language, so sorry about that. Then we got Jabba the Hutt, of course, and at the bottom we got Malgus. So those 3 right there, that trifecta, I think, is going to hold. He does have 3 or 4. He's got 3, I think, GLs he can use. There's Teebo, Relic 6. See, I'm working on that. They've got some potency for Teebo and Scout, some damage there for Scout. I got Adbrad with Relic 8, of course, Cassian and Jinn. Then we got some Galactic Republic under Padme, nothing special, Mon Mothma, and Qui-Gon Jinn. So a lot of Trixies on the back row. That Ewok team is actually really annoying because Teebo removes 100% turn meter on his basic, Scout removes turn meter, and Poplo is just going to bypass any tank. So the computer will do that and then target the weaker enemies. And we got Executor on defense. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch y'all later.